Okay, are we recording now? Take 3. Hello there, this is Uncle Troy. Today we are playing a little Minecraft. We are still in beta 1.7.3. The 1.8 update has not come out. The latest rumor is it will be about September 9th, give or take, which is fine by me. I've got just a little bit more I want to do here in 1.7.3. I came back to the old house here at the spawn. I figure I want to finish up this entertainment room, and you may ask why. Go on, ask. Okay, I'll tell you. It occurs to me that if we restart the server, create a new map for the 1.8 update, which we'll probably have to do if it turns out that you can't get some of the new features without starting a new map, well then I'll never see this house again. However, if it turns out like previous updates, you can get the new features. You just have to go to a new area you haven't explored before. And the hello chicken, why are you here? And the 1.8 update also is supposed to be working on the house, not attacking chickens. Come on, there we go. And I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the 1.8 update is supposed to be encouraging adventure and exploration and not just sitting around at base. So likewise, if we do not reset the server, well, we're going to be moving to new chunks to see the new stuff, and we're going to be exploring the world because that's what 1.8 is all about. So again, we probably won't come back here again. So I've decided to finish up my entertainment room here before that happens. And I don't really have a plan yet. I'm kind of making it up as I go along. But I figure I want the walls to be at least this high, and this is my zebra house. I know it's really some type of birch, but I like calling it zebra tree. I got that from Goo Boulderfist Jason from his Let's Play. Luckily, I have plenty of birch wood here because I have been planting and cutting down trees all around my front yard out there for, well, as long as we've had this world, since I think 1.7 came out, maybe 1.6. I forget exactly when we generated this world. But yeah, that's about right. Haven't decided what to do about the lightstone in the corners yet. I'm just about out of lightstone. I really need to... I am frequently outwitted by simple things such as doors. There we go. Okay, I am considering going back to the nether and digging up a bunch of glowstone, but then I thought, nah, why bother, for something we may never see again. Okay, I'm trying to decide what to do with that area over my arboretum, or whatever you want to call it, the glass tube up there for the overlook, but we shall figure something out. Yeah, the mob grinder is still working. I'm still collecting things. I'm trying to get more gunpowder because Tech Dolphin kind of cleared me out there. And like other things, I don't know if this mob grinder will still work once the 1.8 update comes out, but we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, I logged off and reconnected. Try to get rid of some of the lag. We're a little laggy today, if that's a word. Decided I need to make me some stairs. If I'm going to actually start using the 4th floor, I need to actually have stairs leading up to it. So let's see what kind of mistakes we can make with this. Still, I'm having, still some, time warp. Still having some lag problems. If I run into any mobs, I'm pretty sure a zombie could kick my butt right now. There was long reach and me not being able to smack a zombie in the head correctly on a good day. And let's see if I can remember how to make a stairwell. If you haven't noticed, the stairs here for each floor are each offset 1 meter away from the previous one. I should have made the floors one space higher than I have. So I have to back up the stairs 1 space each time. Otherwise, you bump your head when you're going up and down the stairs. Slows you down. Okay, I may need this dirt later. Alrighty, now if I've done that correctly, I can just dig straight up here. Yeah, bouncing my head there, so. And let's, oops, can't get up there. Need 1 more set of steps here. Alrighty, now we can get up. Well, that's going to be a problem because now we can't get to the cactus farm easily. But I'm seriously considering just covering up the cactus farm entirely. It doesn't need to be open to the outside to function. Alrighty, let's now see how high do we need to make this roof to cover my giant television here. I knew that would be a problem when we made it. The TV is so large compared to, it's completely out of scale to the rest of the house. But we'll have to figure out something. Did I mention we used to call this Creeper Mountain over here? The mountain I made my base in here. Every morning when you'd come out to face the day, you would have to fight off creepers. In fact, my front yard used to be littered with creeper holes that would have to fill back in every morning. Okay, let me think. About 3 higher. Oops. That's facing the wrong way. I think the television is far enough. Hello? What was that? Okay, the magic block elves are bugging me again. Apparently you can't place... Oops. That wasn't where I wanted. Apparently you can't place stairs where you're standing. Now, I don't want to do the whole jump and place thing because then I'm likely to have one facing the wrong way and just waste another one. But I think I'm far enough away from the sides here with that television that I can build up the roof over it. Won't be the prettiest roof, but unless Notch changes the spawning rules, at least nothing will spawn up there because monsters don't spawn on steps and half slabs and the like. Okay, we'll just work on this for a while and then I'll get back to you. Well, falling off to the roof gets boring about the 3rd time you do it, so I figured I would come over here and work on the cactus farm. What I think I'm going to do is, this is going to be my new deck. I'm going to just cover this in wood here, make it a wood deck. You may wonder why this... hello. Well, I was wondering why I wasn't falling through that hole. And so, silly me, I backed up and went over the hole again and did fall down. The reason why we have this row of dirt over here is that I'm standing in a bunch of source blocks of water. And so even though it looks like it's moving, that water is still right there. And still water, solid source blocks of water, will freeze if exposed to the elements. And most of my house is in a winter biome and will and is exposed to the elements. So it will freeze if you leave it uncovered. Or you have to put torches everywhere, which I'm going to do here anyway, just to keep the place lit up. But the plan is to cover this all with wood, which should not interfere with the function of the cactus farm at all, but will allow me to use this as a deck. And as the punchline to that old joke goes, now I have the biggest deck in the neighborhood. And if you don't know that joke, it's because you're too young and your parents wouldn't approve of you hearing it from me. And okay, we got a ghost torch here, it looks like. Alrighty. So now what to do with the rest of the, let's see here, if we block that off, now it looks like a normal wall there. But I will need some way to get up to the deck. I haven't decided yet. In the meantime, I think just a little ramp over here will do okay. Got a little extra dirt. That will get me up here. If that works out, we might make that permanent, but I don't think so because I think the slope of the roof is going to make a problem here. Alright, I decided over here to the west that I would make just a little deck here over the glass roof. But the problem is, I never realized this before, you cannot place a door on top of glass. And I haven't decided what to do about that yet. Stand by. Okay, I tried moving the wall and changing things, but in the end it just worked better to put a little stone block there so that I could set the door on top of it. Okay, so I got access to that, and then access to this, my really big deck, which has a great view of the unspoiled wilderness over here to the east and to the north. Over there you can see my reed farm. I'm going to be visiting that later. I cannot for the life of me place these steps correctly. I just, dang it, again. You'd almost think these steps aren't designed to be made to be roofs. What's the plural of roof? But, friggin'. But I've just about got this done. I keep having to go back and build more steps or stairs. What are these called again? And I'm going to need a whole lot more half slabs for the flat part of the roof there. I decided not to go all the way up to a point, but rather round it off at the top. I need you to look at this and pretend that it's round. Dang it, I ran out of blocks again. I was real proud about getting this last block in place, there it goes, without having to climb up on top. But then I realized that I need the whole roof to come out one more space to line up with the edge there. But at least it's big enough to hold my giant television now. I am a dwarf and I'm digging some sand. Diggy diggy sand, diggy diggy sand. I decided that my A-frame roof would look best would look best if it had glass on the edge. Unfortunately, I'm completely out of glass. I think I used it all in my last big building project. And I'm completely out of sand because somebody made about 3 stacks of TNT out of the last of the sand I had. But luckily we got us a big deep beach over here not too far from spawn. You can just barely see my house over there in the distance, upper left. And this lets me get all the sand I need without having to go too far, but it is far enough away from the house that you don't see it. Okay, is it bamboo, is it reeds, or is it sugar cane? I forget what it is we're calling it here lately. But I've been meaning to come over here for a while and harvest some of this. Oops, looks like I forgot to finish planting, or somebody's been over here at. But I need some of these because I am going to make some books to turn into bookshelves. and I'm going to need quite a few of them, if rumor is true, because apparently it takes something like 3 sugar cane to make a sheet of paper, and then 3 sheets of paper to make a book, and then 3 books to make a bookshelf. So if you want like 10 bookshelves, that's a whole lot of paper. But anyway, the whole purpose of this mob grinder in my house was that as I'm doing things, building on the house, or just working on other projects, that I could just stop by every so often and pick up the drops, and that way you wouldn't have to. A lot of people make their mob grinders way off in the distance somewhere, and then go and sit away from keyboard for long periods of time to gather stuff. But I can just pick it up as I walk by, and I came up with that on my own, but that's a philosophy shared by a guy named Etho of Ethos Lab. He does pretty much the same now. Okay, somehow I managed to hello, Magic Block Elves. What if that means I'm about to crash again? I just discovered that hitting one of my mouse buttons, one of the side buttons that I never programmed, apparently does the same function as the escape key. Because I've managed to, I don't know if I'm holding my mouse different today or what, but I've managed to go back to the menu screen there several times by accident. Okay, it turned out I had plenty of paper and books to make bookshelves. Here's how I've decided to do the entryway out to our deck. As you can see, you can just walk up the steps and come out and enjoy the nice view. But if you walk in, you hit the railing so you don't fall into the stairway underneath you and plummet to your death. I've used fence post as the railing, wooden block, and of course the bookcase. Now in real life you wouldn't want a bookcase right there over the steps, but this isn't real life. I finally got around to adding a door and a little pressure plate to activate it. I'm really not that lazy, but the pressure plate on the inside means the door will close automatically when you come back in. And I think that looks pretty good. A little dark in places. I don't really have a whole lot of glowstone, as I said. I'm trying to do all this with the items that I have on hand or are easily accessible. But still, I think it looks pretty good here. I think pulls the room together. Now, what's an entertainment room without, let's say, a jukebox or a sound system? So I decided I would make me a jukebox here. I've got a little extra diamond. And, I had planned to use a couple of workbenches or crafting tables on either side because I thought they might look like speakers. But they don't really look like speakers now that I've got them there. And I don't really have anything on me that looks more like speakers. So I guess the jukebox will be over here in the corner by itself. Well, along this wall by itself. I put it behind the television so it might look like a sound system or something, a subwoofer. As you can see, I've made me some furniture out of stairs and signs. Oops, we got an extra workbench over here. I've just been leaving those everywhere. And what little glowstone I had, I put in the floor, including one under the glass table here. So I think that come out pretty nice. Still got our big deck out here. I have not made any deck furniture yet. Haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do that. Obviously it'll be made out of wood, but I don't know. Maybe I'll, if we end up coming back to this base again, I will look into deck furniture. Okay. Almost closed the door, but I remembered it closes itself. Alrighty, so our TV is a little dark here, and I can't put a torch over there because of the buttons. I guess it'll just have to be dark. We might do something later with glowstone and paintings. And now we see how it looks outside. Looks pretty nice, I think. Make sure not to step in the lava here. The roof could look better. I think maybe if I made it out of wooden stairs, it would look more like shingles or something. I'm apparently going to have to add some windows to some of the lower floors to kind of balance it out. Right now it looks like a warehouse or something. And I also think the next time I have more stairs built, I might add an extra run along the bottom, that top layer of birch just underneath the roof line, which I think will give it a little overhang. It's like eaves, I think they're called. There's my mob grinder system. Mobs glitching out as they do in multiplayer, and always giving me a heart attack because I think, well, the mob's about to come through the glass and eat my face. Alrighty then, and this is how it looks from this angle. Basically a big black and white monstrosity with some cobblestone on top. But that's the house here at the spawn base, and that's the new entertainment center. And y'all have now seen me do a build episode. I don't do those very often, and hopefully by the time this comes out, the 1.8 update will be out, and I will be making new videos in the new update, and y'all can see me fail in a whole new version. Before I sign off, I'd like to take a moment to welcome our latest subscriber, subscriber number 9, Wind Mace of War. Well, I'm sorry, Wind Mace of War, since he's all caps. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the channel. Thank you for your subscription. I am now perilously close to having double digits of subscribers. Woohoo! Alright, this is Uncle Troy signing off. Please have a good night.